So good afternoon. Today is the 11th of July and we're still at the BMC and Leyland Show at the British Motor Museum at Gaydon in Warwickshire.
Somebody's flexing their MGTF.
Someone's just leaving in a very loud TF. Mr. Quirk is here from Planetauto, who's also got his personalised Lloyd vehicle consulting merchandise on. What is going on, Mr. Quirk?
Very comfortable fit and good quality too.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to film some metros actually, because I could film here all day. There's just so much stuff here, but we're just going to do this final part. And we're going to look at some metros.
Well, we were going to try and spot an MG Metro Turbo, weren't we?
Yeah, we are, but I don't.
Well, there isn't any.
I don't think there are any.
They've all been stolen and put in minis as modifications.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. Is you can do that.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with this one. This is a Metro GTA. This is I think a 94-95 plate. This is a later one. I think those wheels are off a Rover 100 actually. Just see, I think this is a genuine one because this fabric looks correct, and red seat belts as well, of course. Interesting. So then we've got an older MG Metro here. This is a 83-84 plate. That'll be a 1300. Amazing condition. Let's have a look at the interior as well. Let's just go in there like that. There we go.
Got the original wheels as well.
Yeah, those are original wheels. I do apologise. We are actually on the reserve phone at the moment because my first one has run out of space and memory and battery, so I'm on the reserve phone.
It's been a busy day.
It has. Mr. Quirk's on the proper gimbal and camera. So if we sort of it cuts out or something like that, or the camera's really shaky, even I apologise.
Use this now.
That's fine. We're going to keep going. This is the Shambolic Shuffles after all, Mr. Quirk.
Oh, very true.
I know. So that's just what happens on this channel, I'm afraid. Oh, this early Metro City, I've seen that before. That's I think it's an 83-84 one.
One of my exes had a blue one like that.
What, really early one?
Yeah, really early one, yeah.
I think this is a this is GT-VVC. This actually might have had an engine swap. It might have had a 1.8 VVC put in it, because you can actually do that to a Rover Metro.
Look at the seats as well.
Yeah, I do like it. It's a GTI, late GCI.
You've got to get the Montego leaving.
Yes.
Look at this. Mr. Lloyd.
Oh yes, Montego 2-litre EFI is leaving.
Oh, we've got to get this.
Yeah, well we can, and we'll continue some Metro filming.
Well, one of those comes through. My word, it does.
There you go. They're quite rare. Those Montego 2-litre EFI. So Metro van from Southern Electricity, another early Metro. This is a high spec one because you can see that one's got recessed lights. I see the
other MG's just pulled out.
He's just pulled out. He's just pulled out as well. This is I think an HLS, something like that.
It's getting a little hectic here, isn't it?
Another MG Metro 1300, 82-83. Again, very early one, 82 on an X. And this is a later one. Can you see the difference in ride height on these?
Yeah, it looks like a Jeep in comparison.
Yeah, I think it's hydrogas. It depends how you adjust it.
Yeah, but look at that.
There you go. We've got another one going past here as well.
It's like off-road edition.
I know, yeah. So I think one of these is running. This is one I remember because my godfather used to have one of these. It was an MG Metro 1300. Had these wheels on. You can see. That's an 87-88. This is about an 89-90, so it's slightly different. We'll take a look at the interior as well. There was one of these actually on the Furious Driving channel not too long ago. It wasn't this one. But yes, even in amongst MG Metros, there is quite a difference. The only thing I can't find is a turbo. There should be, more of these around, but there aren't. Another lovely 1300 here. West Bromwich plate EA.
One of the features I love, Joseph, is the pop-out windows.
At the back, yeah.
Oh, much better, is it? Is it only the MGs?
No, but this is a Rover 100. This is with the crazy back. You see Triumphs there, TR7. just getting the footage there. This is a Rover 114 with another 114 behind it. So it's got a little trailer.
Oh my word!
So this is a very early Metro. This is a sort of 83, 84. I think this isn't the absolute base one because it's actually got a passenger mirror. So we've actually got a passenger mirror on this, but the really early ones...
What, didn't have a passenger?
No, it didn't.
I never knew that.
I think this is almost like a base model, but...
Just look at the...
I know, old Ferguson video
word.
recorder. So see if it's got a badge on the back. Yeah, it's just, no, it's a Metro base. There's no... Yeah, Metro base, not even a city. This is a Rover Metro. That K-plate, so 92... The camera just cut out, Ben. Just keep going. Metro, not a Metro. Rover 114 Cabrio. These were from the factory. You had to use these rear winders to sort of put the windows on and up to actually put the roof up and down. This is a very late one because it's got a driver's airbag. Let's have a look at these last remaining kind of TR7s and TR8s over here, because a lot of people are now leaving. I mean, we've been filming.
The smell is petrol.
Yeah, we've been filming quite a lot. Oh, it's a Bonda Keep. You ever seen a Bonda Keep before, Mr. Quirk?
No.
There's a Bonda Keep.
You highlighted one on our channel.
You look, it's a Bonda Keep.
Yes. No.
There you go. Based on, I think, a Triumph Herald type sort of chassis.
It looks almost coach built.
Well, it kind of is, yeah.
That would explain it.
So have a look at the interior. It's basically a Triumph underneath. Over here, I can't remember if it's a Herald or something else.
Yeah.
It's a TR6 just leaving there. Yeah, 72, 73 plate. Yeah, so look back at the back of the Bonda Keep as well.
Keep Overdrive 6.
Yeah, I think it's based on maybe a Vitesse.
Is that supposed to be a tow bar that isn't?
I don't know. Yeah, so based on a Vitesse, not a Herald, it's a 2 litre 6-cylinder.
Okay.
So let's take a look at some of these TR7s and TR8s. TR7 Sprint. I mean, this is a very rare variant. The normal TR7 had an 8-valve 2-litre engine, but these ones, just Sprints, we'll have a look at the blue one. Look at the little pair as well.
No one saw that.
SJW545S, SJW539s. They didn't make very many of these Sprints. This was not the normal 8-valve engine, it was a 16-valve engine. They didn't make very many. TR8 with 3.5 litre, 81, 82 plate. The TR7 and TR8 were actually made at 3 different places. They were started off at Speed in Liverpool, then they moved them, I think, to the Triumph Works in Canley, which they closed down, and the final year of production was in Solihull, along with the SD1.
That's a rather fancy one.
Yeah, it's a TR8 as well, with 3.5 litre V8 engine.
Alley Cat Wheels. I've not heard that name for some years.
Alley Cat Wheels. And there we go, look at an interior.
I like that Triumph wheel as well.
Yeah, someone's very kindly left the hood off, so we can have a look. Another TR. So there was actually a TR7, both of the new Avengers and also the Professionals. There are 2 different ones. Someone's alarm's just gone off. I think this is just a standard TR7 with a 4-cylinder engine. Over here we've got some Daimlers. I can't remember what type of Daimler this is. It's like a sort of kind of big sort of mayoral limousine or something.
I was going to say I have no clue.
Then we got some SP250 darts as well. You've seen me before, haven't you, Mr. Quirk?
Yes.
Used to be at the darts, and some beautiful ones. This is a really late one, a B64. I think they finished production 63, so a very late one. So when
interesting location for the alternator, isn't it?
Yeah, a V8 in these, designed by Edward Turner.
I was just looking then. That's a large engine for such a small car, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if we can maybe take a look at this blue one here. Take a closer look at the blue one. So these were made before Jaguar took over Daimler in 1960, so they were designed before that. You see Daimler Motor Company in Coventry there.
Ah.
Yeah, and they were finished production because Jaguar, of course, still had the E-Type by then, so they didn't need 2 competing models really.
Oh my word! Look at
They're
those
absolutely
seats.
beautiful, isn't it? It's such a beautiful car. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
So no Jaguar engineering in one of these. It's all Daimler's own work.
It's that dashboard as well. I mean, look, it's leather surrounded with like an alloy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And then a wooden steering wheel.
I know, they're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's amazing to actually see how rare these are. There's 5.
Yeah,
5 here.
exactly.
Another Daimler there. And then another SP250 Dart. And another MG Stanbeyard and MG Club. So some TFs here. That's an 03 one. It's quite a fancy interior on this. They aren't normally as nice as this. This might be like a TF 160 or something with an interior like that.
Yeah.
MGB here. Let's check the plate on this. So 172 plate. That's probably a Mark II or Mark III. Another TF, interesting colour. This is the same colour as you get on Rover 25 actually. It's I had one of this colour. I don't know what colour it's called.
Is that an early TF as well?
That's probably an MGF. They look really similar from the back, you see.
Yeah.
See, this might even be an F. Let's have a look at the front. No, that is actually an F. Sorry, it's an F in front of a TF. This is an MGTC, I think. Yeah, I think it's a TC. It's pretty old, isn't it? Yeah.
Wooden body, wasn't it?
Yeah. This is that's an F. It's a very early one. This is on an N. It would be 95, 96 plate. They came out 95, so pretty early. This MG ZB Magnet. I think this is from 58. Look at that interior, sir. Have a look at that.
Look at that speedometer. Look at the
Yes. Right, my camera just cut up there again, but we'll keep going because this is the last part I'm going to make. Mark II MGB here, 6970 plate. Oh, Triumph 2.5 PI just leaving there. Same age, 7172 plate. I think this is a very late Mark 1 MGB or very early Mark II. Because that steering wheel is... Look at that beautiful steering wheel.
Ooh.
Isn't that lovely?
Look at the red in the centre.
Yeah, I know.
It's always a symbol of MG.
I know, they're great, aren't they? Yeah, 68, 69 plate on that. This is a Mark II. Similar to the one that actually will be appearing on the channel very soon, if it hasn't already done so. So GT 6970 plate. Again, just a lovely car with the wire wheels. This is how you expect them to be, and they're still relatively affordable, these cars. I think something like this is probably, I don't know what to say, but sort of round the sort of £8,000-10,000 region.
Yeah, that's a bargain.
That's pretty good, yeah.
To
you can get sometimes them for under £5,000 MGBs, but not too much anymore. But they're going up. Another beautiful one in purple. So I think this is a Mark II, Northern Ireland plate. So I've no idea how old that is. And then down there's a TF, very similar to the one that I filmed on No Budget Reviews last year. And Tom, who owns that, is actually over on another stand. Right, let's continue. So let's have a look at some more TRs. Yeah, here we go, look. Although this is a 1980 registration, this is a TR8. Early car from pilot production, batch of 150, built 77.
My word.
So yeah, Coventry plate of course. That's where the factory was. TR8 convertible, that's probably a 1980 plate on that. Again, a Coventry plate on that. Oh no, 79. It's a very early one. It's a nice one. I like this combination of the black paint and then this sort of checkered interior.
I like that tartan checkered.
Yeah. This is typical of the TR7s.
Yeah.
So there's even more. There's so many of these here. I've never seen so many TR7 and TR8s in one place ever before in my life. TR7 Sprint, so with a 16 valve engine, 77, 78 plate. Another Sprint. I didn't realise there were so many TR7 Sprints. I thought they were limited production only, but there seems to be quite a few here for some reason. Again, 77, 78 plate. TR8 with the V8 engine.
I can hear the engine
78,
starting
79
to-
plate. Yeah. We've seen quite a few of them. Let's have a look at the rally one. This rally prep one over here. There we go.
Airways. Look at the old.
I know, yeah.
Lombard Rally as well.
I don't know what year is this. It's a P. Oh, so 76, 77 plate, and the rally happened in 78. So
Oh, look at that.
I don't know if this is a genuine competition car, or if this is a there's a big air filter on that K&F filter. I wonder if this has got the 16 valve engine in it, or it's just a standard 8 valve. Oh, it's a V8.
Yes, V8.
Okay, it's prototype V8 then. There we go. There's a TR7 Sprint. TR6 here. Herald 1200. Yeah, TR6 with a hard top. 72, 73 plate. And we get some classic Range Rovers. There's actually not that many here in comparison with other stuff, but there are some. And this is the 3.9 V8 92.
Also, the 6-wheeler variant there.
Oh yeah, we can have a little look at that. Carmichael. So this will be sort of airport fire sender type thing, or in this case a motorsport incident vehicle.
Oh my word.
Isn't that crazy? I'd say 70s. This you might actually say up here. This is an 88.
Really?
It's an 88. It might have been based on an earlier one or
It
something.
must have been. Yeah, from the front it has to be.
Yeah, it's a much earlier sort of style than would be made in 88. Oh, there you go. It's a nice beige interior.
Look at that. So period. Oh.
I know. Yeah, this is
Even things like the wheel cover.
this is like a pre sort of Vogue one. It's not called a
Petrol
Vogue.
twin carburettor in 85.
Yeah, no fuel injection in
Yeah,
there.
I was going to say, for fuel injection was readily available then.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, we would, please.
Thank you very much. Very good of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you still got the sort of slightly earlier dash in this compared with the sort of 3.9s.
Yeah. And that's the radio is even badge Range Rover.
Gosh, it's actually got a radio just right there. It's in absolutely lovely condition. It's a manual as well.
It's a manual.
Manual, yeah.
Yeah. What a lucky boy.
My favourite show.
What I did not want was electric windows that were going to break down when
Yeah,
they went.
I understand that. I replaced mine in my Golf.
Yep. When it's raining, you know.
It's in amazing condition. So you've had it from new?
Had it from you. Kids were not allowed to eat or drink coconut.
I'm
Wow.
surprised.
And,
Thank you. The bodywork is fantastic.
Well, it's had a little bit of TLC.
Good.
It's what I would describe as maintained original as opposed to
So
restored.
this sounds more like a series engine with bits like that on it.
They did put the 3.5
Yeah.
into Land Rovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an extra that I had fitted. It was an option that you would have because if you were off-roading, the fan would blow water up into there.
Did you off-road in it?
No, never.
Never?
I've driven across an airfield or two.
Okay.
Had aircon. Unfortunately, aircon stopped its gas at the moment. I didn't get that sorted.
That is a beautiful example.
I'm very pleased to own it. Lucky.
Yes.
It's led a privileged life because it.
You'll never sell it either.
No.
Excellent. That's what we want to hear.
The grandsons are lining up.
I bet they are.
And
I mean, this is a valuable car now,
It
isn't
is.
it?
It
It's
is
a valuable car
extremely,
now.
especially with this spec.
I've just got to train them up to look after it. They're not quite big enough yet, but we're working on it.
Yeah, they might see how fast they can go through a channel.
No, the elder one's an artist, I think.
Oh, that's a good sign.
And the younger one is the engineer.
Oh, okay.
So
They both
so-
respect this kind of thing then.
Yeah,
Well, that's very nice.
It's going to be good.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for
Have you
sharing.
had a good afternoon?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we've been filming a lot.
Good.
Thank you.
Are you just filming for yourselves, or
Yeah.
are you? Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph has a YouTube channel. And I have
right, okay.
Yeah, you so you
So-
miss. Yeah.
hopefully you'll see this featured on both channels.
So, thank you.
Thank you so much for your...
So we've got this.
See one of those every day, do you?
We've got a 3-door. This is about 81, 82. Again, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, and a treat for you too. Vandenpla Princessa with the picnic tables. Didn't see this earlier on this one. Yeah, this is the it's not called an Allegra, it's a Vandenpla. I think this is a 1500. Yeah, Vandenpla Princess. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah. Technically, it's not.
Looks like one, doesn't it?
Technically, it's not, but yeah.
Is it because it's more advanced with things like the?
It's got the picnic tables and the wood and everything. So let's see what else we can find in this direction. Because we're relatively late on in the show, a lot of stuff has left, but there are a lot of Morris Minors here, and there were even more a bit earlier on. So Mr. Jordan Partridge, who has the lovely ZTT 190 Plus, we featured on No Budget Reviews, and who helps to fix my Rover 45 V6 when it misbehaves as well as Mr. Coleman. We just thought we'd introduce a bit of footage for you, sir, because Mr. Partridge has 2 Morris Minors of his own, rather like Steph from My Driver Classic. And one of the ones he has is this sort of colour, I think. But yeah, these are the later ones, the minor thousands. Tell the wipers are on that side, and some of them have the sort of the J reg. So this is one of the last ones. It will have the sort of all plastic steering wheel rather than the sort of bit with the chrome spokes on it. But there's loads of stuff like that here. We'll just have a look at some of these Riley 1.5s and yeah. That's just what they came like, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Because is that one of the last? Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jay's one of the last. So we might find here the Wolseley 1500 and a Riley 1.5 together. That'd be wonderful if that happens. There's a Wolseley 1500. These were basically kind of a posh Morris Minor. So if we look at the front of it, sort of middle of it looks like a bit like a Morris Minor, but the front of it looks quite different. And these actually also had a different engine. They had the 1500 engine in them, because it's called 1500, so that's what it had.
You've also got that styling down the side.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Like it's so sort of late 50s, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And it's a Morris Minor style steering wheel and dashboard. They are based on the Minor, but they're not quite. That's a really early Minor. That's a series MM. It's called. It's pre 1952. That one, VXS 8. So the camera keeps sort of cutting out, but we have found the Rover 200 BRM selection.
Pulling away.
Yeah, there's one pulling away. Here at K series. So yes, the BRM limited edition. Most of them on V plates, some of them on T. So about 1999, I think they were generally around. Built to celebrate Rover's racing partnership with BRM. Here is the 1.8. K series, generating 143 horsepower, VVC, based mechanically on a Rover 200 VI, but obviously with some differences, such as the big air intake at the front and the red leather interior, which is unique to the BRM, and these Cosmos style alloy wheels. They're not actually, because they don't have Rover badges in the middle, but yeah, there's the interior with the coated leather, red coated leather, and unique handbrake and trim on the steering wheel, and the gear lever that was, I think, aluminium. But yes, there's quite a few. I think there are 11 of these here today, which is quite a lot. They could not sell these when they were new, and now they're very, very valuable. We've worth quite a lot of money. The wheels on this one are immaculate. Look at that. Original spec Dunlop tyres on that too, which is fantastic. It's good to see so many of them that are here.
It's good to see they're not run around trees and they're all in relatively good condition.
Yeah, I know.
Some of them even concord.
Exactly. And my autofocus on my camera is playing up. Yeah, we found some Maxis. I think this is the last thing we're going to film for this show. So
my parents had one of these.
Yeah. This is the 4th part of Shambolically Shuffling Around. So we will just film these Maxis. A lot of people are leaving now. There's still a few here.
There's a Maxi leaving.
Yeah, there's one leaving. That's a 1750. There was also a 1500 available. I think they only ever came in 2 engine sizes. This is a later one. This is 77, 78. That's the 78, 79. Lovely period colour. Absolutely beautiful colour. There we go. I don't think there's any power steering going on there. But good turning sucker. There we go. Mr. Quirk is getting some footage. A brown Maxi. You can't get more 70s than that, can you, sir?
No, you can't.
Not really.
And that's it, even my family owned a Maxi, and I remember it being resprayed in our garage and coming out wet.
Yeah, exactly. This is a very early one here. This I think is a cable change Maxi. They were launched in '69 on a G plate. This is an H, so 6970 plate. I think it's called the cable change Maxi. 5-speed, one of the first British cars to have a 5-speed gearbox. There it is. Someone's put a rally chopper in front of it as well, which was about the same period. So it's the early front end. We go sort of right to the end of production here on these 2 Maxi 2s, which will be from '81 on X plates. Maybe sold into '82. But yeah, one of them I think will say Maxi 2 on the back of it. Yeah, this is the last style of them. They were sold until late '81. I think the ambassador replaced on the production line, as far as I remember. Let's have a look at the interior as well, because someone's very kindly left the window open. You can see that sort of early kind of Austin Rover type wheel, although the company wasn't called Austin Rover at the time. Until I think '82 was the name that they adopted.
You notice this one's got vinyl roof as well?
Yeah, this one here. This one is a very late pre-Maxi 2. It's on a.
So the vinyl roofs were later.
No, earlier. That's an earlier one. This is the Maxi 2. This is a still an original Maxi, but
ride height's different as well.
Well, it depends how you pump your hydrogas up.
So these are hydrogas as well.
Yeah, they're all hydrogas. Yeah, okay. That's right. But you can see even on this one, it's not a Maxi 2. It's still got this sort of early Austin Rover type steering wheel in it, and it's dead fancy. This one. This is I think this is a 1750 HLS, which is at the top of the range type thing. Loads of room in these. It's crazy.
A family car back then.
Absolutely. Look at the colour of this.
Yeah, this one looks
beautiful colour. Yeah, isn't that lovely? One of the things about these is that this is actually shorter than a Peugeot 207.
Really?
Yes.
How?
It is.
You wouldn't believe it, would you?
Yeah, I suppose efficient they are. Anyway,
I think that's it, isn't it?
This phone's been not the best. We'll just we'll finish off by looking at that SD3 there. That I don't know what specification it is, but it's a very late one. So thank you ever so much for watching. Particularly if you've been watching all 4 parts of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the BMC and Leyland Show 2021. Please don't forget to subscribe to Planetauto.
Hello, thank you.
And of course, we do actually have the Lloyd Vickers t-shirts for sale. There's a link in the description below to a Google form to fill in. But we'll just take a look at this SD3. This is an '89 Rover 213SX. So it'd be a run-out model because the R8 was launched in '89. So on a G, there's one of the last ones. But that's what we like to see. And there's so much I didn't film today, even though I've made 4 parts of this, and I went inside and filmed the collection centre too. So there we are, absolutely lovely. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see some no budget reviews and sensible second-hand classics, and that we've been filming in this in this weekend. It's been pretty crazy, and I do apologise for the wind noise, the fact that this camera keeps cutting out, and also that the stabilisation is not very good. Yes, any inaccurate information we apologise for. Thank you.